been just under 2 months since Charlie Kirk was murdered for his political views, and this incident has led to an increased understanding amongst people who are in the political sphere, particularly those of us who are putting our names and faces out there every day as political commentators, that this can be a dangerous line of work. And that isn't just a feeling that's actually backed up by the data. Political hate crimes are on the rise, which will surprise absolutely nobody because we're all living in this cesspool of unhinged extremist individuals who cannot engage in basic political debate. Just recently, another individual was arrested in Florida for making threats to take the lives of multiple other conservative commentators. This is an actual thing that is happening. It's not just in people's heads. But instead of doing things that might protect more Americans in this current atmosphere, a number of House Republicans in the Pennsylvania legislature are getting ready to make it so much worse. Today, they are considering House Bill 374, and a committee there is expected to pass and move on to their House floor. It has bipartisan support, and this is one of the most unhinged things I have seen all year. Essentially, what this bill says is that any charity out there, so that includes, I guess, political nonprofits, but it also includes churches and actual charities, has to hand over its individuals, which are typically private, to the government. Why would the government want to get its hands on this information? It's pretty obvious, because it wants to be able to silence people and scare them out of giving money to causes they care about. Money is a form of expression. It's a way that people can carry out their views in real life, and they want to chill that expression. Now, this law is actually based on a law that Kamala Harris helped implement when she was AG in California. And guess how it turned out? Her office got these lists of donors, and then oopsie, just happened to accidentally leak the ones of conservative organizations online, leading to those donors being targeted and harassed and stalked and fearing for their lives. Now, that law in California was overturned. It went all the way to the Supreme Court, but that has not stopped idiots in other states from trying to implement it all over again. Americans have a right to free speech, and they have a right to privacy, especially from their government. That is why those laws exist in our Bill of Rights. You may not like the causes people donate to, you may not agree with them on what they choose to give their money to, but it is none of your business. And it is certainly none of the government's business. If this is passed, it will absolutely be used to target donors. And this is not just a conservative versus left-wing issue. This actually traces back even further. There was another Supreme Court case during the civil rights movement that the NAACP filed because of the very same issue, where their donors were being targeted and harassed and threatened, trying to make them stop participating in those causes. This will be used against people who donate to religious causes. This is absolutely not okay, and I cannot imagine how foolish you would have to be as a Republican in this political climate to put your name and your vote on this piece of legislation.